Hello, welcome or welcome back. All right, as always, I'd love to dive in. I'm just going to do one quick shuffle and then cut the deck, and we will see what wants to come through as a collective message. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, so don't try to make anything fit that doesn't. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. First one out we have is the Queen of Wands. Next one out, Eight of Wands. Ooh, we have the Devil. We have Queen of Wands. Ooh, gosh. I was kind of getting this feeling. Okay. All right. So, Three of Swords. So, immediately what I was getting, I don't know whose energy is whose. Okay. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. I do feel like one of these is yours. I feel like there is a Queen of Wands, or a Queen of Swords. There's somebody that I was hearing bad blood. Okay. Yuck. Well, I'm hearing bad blood because you either have history with someone, and I don't think this is like romantic. I mean, this could be, right? This could have been a past romance. This could have been a past interest, love interest, connection, an ex. This is someone who you don't necessarily have a good history with, or I don't feel like you're talking to this person right now. Okay. So take it as it resonates, whichever one you are. I feel like this Queen of Wands is going to be coming at this Queen of Swords. So male or female, it doesn't matter. Fire energy, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. If zodiacs are important to you, Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So I feel like I'm getting a sense of like rushed, aggressive kind of energy. I don't necessarily feel like this Queen of Wands is inherently bad by nature. I don't really feel that way about a lot of people. Like, I personally think that everyone's inherently good, except for some people that are completely fucked up, that really are bad. But most people just operate from the wrong energies. I kind of getting this feeling that this Queen of Wands is going to be sending some communication or traveling either towards a Queen of Swords or sending some communication. And I don't think it's necessarily coming from the right place. I think with this Devil card here, I'm getting a sense that this Queen of Swords perceives this queen with this devil energy. Someone who's really toxic, someone who has really bad habits, someone who is, aggressive by nature. I'm getting more of a perception, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that this person is, but if you have past history with this Queen of Wands, then it could be that this person had done a lot in the past. We see the Three of Swords here, which is ultimately heartbreak. It's sadness, it's sorrow, it's grief. It can be that I don't like to dabble in it or really dive into it too much or focus on it, but Three of Swords always kind of like comes up in a reading as like, oh, third party, someone cheated on somebody. How toxic if that's all we ever focus on. But ultimately, Three of Swords is just grief. This person could have caused you a lot of grief in the past, whether they were a friend of yours, maybe they were an ex-partner, lover, like a relationship. It doesn't matter. It could be someone that you didn't even know very well. But regardless, there was a lot of heartbreak. There was a lot of grief. There was a lot of something that was very unhealthy. And I feel like with the way that this is lined up, the way that the Queen of Swords sits like this, and the way I'm seeing it in this reading is that she's just minding her own business. She's trying to be as like realistic or like honest in a situation about whatever this is. Trying to see things from a very clear point of view, having a lot of clarity and insight about something that just wasn't good. There could have been a lot of back and forth communication, but I kind of get the feeling that this is something that's going to be coming in for you or towards you. It kind of almost feels like, I don't know why, I was hearing the word attack. It doesn't mean they're actually going to attack you physically, but people who like to attack people with words and like just spew a bunch of shit out of their mouth because they just want to hear themselves. You know, or maybe this person's just angry, right? They just want to be said and they want to like say a bunch of stuff. This could be someone texting you a whole bunch and it's just super toxic and bad. It could be someone really wanting to travel towards you, make an effort to connect with you, but there's something here that's not healthy. Whatever it is, I think that this Queen of Wands, and I'm sorry if you identify as the Queen of Wands here as a fire sign, you know what? If you were this person, own your shit. That's it. I'm just reading it this way. It could also be that maybe you're like, oh, no, I am the Queen of Wands. I'm a fire sign, but I am the person that was like someone else came at me and it was coming from this. Take it as it resonates. I'm just reading it the way that I'm feeling it. And I do feel like this Queen of Wands caused a hell of a lot of grief and heartache and toxic problems in this Queen of Swords life. I heard like thought she knew better. This could totally be a feminine female energy, but it doesn't have to be. Just because they're queens, I'm seeing a feminine energy, so I'm reading it that way. But it's like they thought they knew better. They thought they knew better than you is what I'm getting. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's the truth. I think that whatever the connection was, however it panned out, whatever occurred, this queen was very toxic in the past is what I'm getting. Had toxic energy, toxic behavior. We have the Death card here. We have Page of Cups. It's very possible that this person is reaching out because they've gone through a lot of healing and transformation. They have realized a lot about themselves and they're coming forward with a very gentle, sincere offer to like apologize or communicate. But let's see. I'm kind of curious to know what this devil is. So 10 of Wands did flip out, or excuse me, 10 of Swords. This is abrupt ending. This is like cutting something off. Okay, these ones flipped out down below. We have the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man. And then we have 5 of Cups. I'm just going to lay them off like this. You know what? I feel like what I'm getting from this reading, there's a lot of emphasis on this Queen of Wands. There's a lot of emphasis on what happened in this energy here, the Devil, the 8 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. And I'm getting a straight story here saying this Queen of Wands was super toxic, was not great, was unhealthy, had bad behavior, bad decisions, and was someone who was very aggressive and very, like, just mean, right? Queen of Wands I don't read reversals, but in a reversed energy, technically, Queen of Wands imbalanced is someone who's very, just aggressive and mean. Says a lot of mean shit. Can even be, I don't want to say physical, but, it's fiery energy. If you've ever interacted with, like, fire signs, especially in Aries, I'm sorry if you're in Aries, but in an imbalanced energy, people with Aries are very reactive, very upsetting. They might yell a lot, right? It doesn't mean they always do that, but it's pretty common. I say that because I am an Aries rising, and I knew that in myself years ago, and then I know many Aries who actually just have that energy. They're very excited, they get really upset. In imbalanced fire energy like that, Aries energy, it's very aggressive, reactive, blaming. I mean, we all do that, but this is a very aggressive energy when it's like that. So I feel like whatever this was, this person just caused a hell of a lot of grief in your life. They could have been really blaming and hearing shit talking. That was interesting. That just came up. But I think they've gone through a lot of pain and a lot of, like, they've put an end to their toxic behavior. They've put an end to their toxic patterns, their toxic ways. I think that they're coming in with some sincerity here with that Page of Cups. That I don't feel like that there's any, like, manipulation here. I think that they see how poorly they talked to you, treated you, behaved around you, how they influenced you. Also, if they blamed you. I think that they've taken ownership of the past and realized just how terrible they were. And they see that it was never you to blame. Maybe you didn't do anything wrong. Maybe you did, right? We all learn over time and take ownership of our part that we played in anything, bad, if we contributed to something poorly. But I feel like there's so much focus on this Queen of Wands having a heavy energy that was just not good. And this Queen of Swords really taken some heat. There could have definitely been a third party. It could have been a relationship involved. It could have been just a friendship, and there's just a lot of heartbreak. But there was something here around this Queen of Wands scene. The nasty part that they played in something. I think it's very possible that this person has either just gone through a huge awakening, lots of therapy, or even had someone else show them just how terrible they were. Like someone calling them out and then being like, oh my God, I'm awful, right? Something like that. And really putting it into their toxic behavior, seeing how much they hurt you, how much sorrow and disappointment they left you in. Someone who did not want to take any of the blame for any of the faults that they did. Like their wrongdoings, they put it on you. It's like someone really manipulative, like trying to like turn the focus over on you and making it out to be like everything was your fault. It's because you're this way, when it's like someone who is actively blaming and focusing on someone else as the reason for everything going wrong or all the toxicity usually is it's like someone saying all that and you look at that person and you're like, you're all these things. Like, could you just put the mirror up and look in it? I'm really sorry if you are this Queen of Swords and you took all this heat in the past. Somebody here was really, really bad. And I think that they've just gone through a huge awakening and big wake-up call and revelations, and they've really been changing their ways and putting it into it. Ten of Swords under the Devil, like they're done with all of that. They've grown up, they matured. They have a lot of regrets and a lot of sorrow for how they treated you. They definitely had a revelation here around who was the toxic person in that exchange, in that dynamic. It's almost like just realizing that in all of it, you were never in the wrong. You moved on quietly, you did your own work, and how much heartbreak and heartache that you've had to heal from, okay? It could have also just been like, you were best friends with somebody, and they're like, oh my God, I was so terrible to this person. Definitely feels like somebody's going to come forward and try talking to you or offering, and I think that they might be coming at you really fast or just unexpectedly. I think that the Eight of Wands typically means like good news, can also mean lots of communication back and forth, and it's really fast. So this could be something that occurs really quickly. It could also be someone who's sending you a big long ass message or a bunch of messages saying, I'm really sorry. I realize everything I did, and I was a complete and utter, and it was nothing that you ever did. I was awful, and, I was angry, something like that. Like, they send a lot of messages kind of like owning who they were is what I'm strongly getting in this. Interesting. I'm trying to think. I feel like, oh, you know what? Typically pulled for love, but for some reason I'm feeling kind of called to pull the Hidden Truth Oracle. So whether this is a love relationship, this was someone who you were romantically involved with, or it was a friend, also, just because it could have been a same-sex relationship. But let's just get some hidden truth. So take this as it resonates. It doesn't have to, this typically kind of like falls around love, what someone would say in love, but it doesn't have to, okay? So let's just get some extra cards here and see what would this person say to your face? What is the hidden truth that they have? in whether it was an ex-love or an ex-friend. Doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, the cards are being really picky. Oh, there we go. Okay. I want to be more than friends. Okay, so if you are no longer connected to this person in love, maybe you're just friends with this person. Maybe you used to be in a relationship with this person and now you're just friends with them and they're realizing everything that they did wrong. They're at a place where like, I don't want to just be friends. They feel really bad. I think that's why that they would come in and apologize. See what else. Again, take it as it resonates. It doesn't, I don't always know every single scenario out there, and your scenario is very unique to you and it could be very different. I couldn't let you get close to me. So somebody really sabotaged and blew it and treated like shit because they just, maybe they're totally scared of like closeness, whether it's friends or relationship. I'm starting to understand our connection. I think they're starting to realize the point of why this connection took place in the first, why it occurred and happened the way it did in the first place. I think through all of their healing and growing up and revelations that they're realizing just how powerful the connection was and what it taught them and how it taught them to change. I want to feel that way again. Interesting. You might have been somebody who really affected this person deeply on a level they didn't really understand. And they're like, I just want to feel that again. You really were like, gosh, I'm getting the sense this was a very toxic, imbalanced connection. Again, you could have been friends with someone who was really just terrible, or you could have been really close to someone that just wasn't good for you at the time. And then I don't react when people mention you. They don't react physically, but they probably are just crying inside. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that this message resonated for some of you, all of you. Again, in short, just to bring it back, really back. I think this person's going to reach out to you if they haven't already, and they're going to communicate so much about what they've learned, what they've realized, and who they were. And it's like the thing that's going to like give you closure and peace. It's really what I think you can expect here. I think you do not have to entertain this connection. You do not have to reconnect with this person on a friendship level or even reconnect with them, and romantically. If this is really just bringing about this peace and the closure that you were seeking or wanting, there you go. And you can move forward. I feel like you've probably done so much work to recover from this that it's not worth it to re-entertain this again in whatever way. But know that I think this person's going to reach out to you and want to try to connect with you to some degree, and you have every right to say thanks, but no thanks, right? I appreciate the apology. I appreciate the communication, your efforts. Congratulations on growing the fuck up and maturing, but I move forward because you deserve better. So I think that's what the guidance is there, and just that something you can expect to maybe come around. Okay, that's out. All right. I hope this message resonated for some of you, all of you, at least one of you. And if it did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below how it resonated, or if you wanted to not claim this. Maybe you claim the energy of closure, because hell, I know a lot of people would love closure if they could have it. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And until next time, thanks for watching.